Requesting your badge number, your badge number, your badge number. Write that down, sir.
Let him go, y'all. Y'all are all gonna be famous tomorrow. Mark my words, you're all gonna be famous. Let him go.
Hello YouTube, how's everybody doing tonight? I thought I would come live because as you can see, some issues happening over here.
Councilman LaShadian was requesting your badge number, your badge
And
number.
there was an altercation here earlier. And yeah, and there was this guy, he was brandishing a weapon apparently. He's apparently one of the Proud Boys. And
shooting him, killing him.
now the cops are there and they responded to the scene.
If you're telling me about from here on out, what happens to the city is on y'all.
What is your badge number, sir? And your badge number.
Okay, so I got all feeds are just yeah, all of the feeds are just there, the same. This is I think right now I have after action report, but I got like 3 feeds and they're all the same. Trying to find something that's happening. There's some protests going in New York City, and I was just looking at those, but now I can't find them.
And that children, then the effect is on you.
Because they said charge me with that, and that other man, the other guy.
Yeah, you see everybody got the same thing going. Everybody got the same feed going because that's what seems to be happening. Those are big altercation. Hey, Redkin, bro, fist brother, how you doing, man? Glad to see you right here real quick, man. I had to come in live. Look, I'm all not set up or none of that. I just decided to go live right away and try to see if something was gonna happen so I could bring it to you guys.
They never said he aimed it, they said he pointed it.
Okay, let's see if I can see in New York City. There we go. Alright, so that's the guy that got oh, that's Instagram. I don't got an Instagram. Oh, okay, so this guy is up. Let's see if I can get in on the window. Seems like Woke is in New York City. Oh no, that's somebody else. What's his name?
They have just told Jessica to leave.
There we go, New York City. Not much happening right now, but sorry for the video, man. This video's a little blurry, and they all like that.
They have just told Jessica to leave. She has a propensity for that. She has a propensity for that.
People, these guys were going at it just literally 5 minutes ago.
On Facebook, Facebook, she's known as Jessica.
Literally 5 minutes ago.
She has a
Look, I don't even have my chair. My son has it upstairs because he's been homeschooling, so I let him use my chair. And I didn't bring it back down. I just said, F it, you know?
And I'm sorry. I can give you a name.
Yeah, less blurry. Went back to blurry. But yeah, it's happening in New York City.
And I heard she was coming. I knew that I had to be here also because someone needs to catch that shit.
Right here. There we go. Let's see if I can bring you some New York City footage, guys. It is happening in New York City. Then you got the protesters going against the cops, going at the, you know, screaming at the cops because they're not locking up this guy, and they're saying, hey, this guy was brandishing weapons, you know. They even cited the apparent law that the guy broke, which is I guess brandishing a firearm.
Thanks for making content like this.
Which actually is a misdemeanor. So here it is, New York City for you guys. That's down in City Hall, down in New York City. They're not locking up the guy. It don't look like they're taking him. But by the time the cops got there and responded to the scene, when they actually got there, the guy had already put away his AR-15.
Why is he in Oklahoma? Where did these guys come from? Oh, I gotta fucking pee. Might as well pee on one of these cop cars.
He's in Oklahoma.
Why is he in Oklahoma?
They let him run for his protection.
Oh, I gotta fucking pee. Might as well pee on one of these cop cars.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't.
I think it's the lighting that has the video so blurry. But I said fuck it, you know, I figure I bring it to you guys and
After he was walking, he walked the dude back. He walked the dude back. He walked the dude back. He walked the dude all the way back to his car. He walked that dude all the way back to his car.
and let you guys see for yourselves, man.
Again, I told you, it start with the Trump hat. If you didn't have the Trump hat on, we wouldn't be asking these questions. I told you this earlier.
Shake my head, then I wouldn't be wearing a hat.
Hey,
I'm not a cop.
any other hat. Buy a hat from
We can understand, you know why?
Oh shoot, so it went right away live. Yeah, that's how I like it, man. That's how I like it. Right away I went live. So there was no problems today with the live feed, huh? Awesome. I'm already up. I'm checking it on my own on my phone. All right, thanks everybody for being here in such a short notice. You guys know that I don't schedule my lives. You know, I just go.
We want to make sure we're safe. Well, we got to make sure. I don't know how to make sure of that.
John,
I'll tell y'all this one thing.
I'm a man of God. I got family. I got kids. I got kids.
God don't mean nothing to me, though.
He said, "God don't mean nothing."
So you're gonna need to convince us a little bit more.
Hey, I'll cry.
And that's why we're freaking out, because we don't want that to happen to anybody else, especially the people that we know.
A lot of us in the intersection, we look over to one corner.
And they're gone.
These guys are still stacked up down here in the parking lot. That's 6. Well, look, real news.
All right, let's go back to this guy, because
People feel the same way I feel. When we see that Trump shit, we automatically assume racism.
Did I tell you this? I said this, right? We had a conversation about it, right? So again, for everybody's peace of mind, when you come to anything that's black related, the leader Trump has to have. You can have your political affiliation. You can vote for who you want to vote for. But at the end of the day, when you come to a visual for black people, we just ask that you leave whatever your political affiliation is at home, because you don't see shit about Biden out there.
You were the one telling me this isn't political. You wore the political gear to the protest. You're the only one.
well, this guy, I don't know if he's a cop or not, but he pulled the guy away from the protesters. He was the one who de-escalated the situation. And he does show to have handcuffs on his back, because I saw them in the earlier, as I was watching the stream right before I went live. So this guy, I don't know, I cannot tell if he's a police officer or not. It looks like he's doing his own investigation, but if he was already on the scene before the uniforms responded, he's a better witness of everything that happened than even the cameras that were around, you know? This guy's a cop.
Why you brought handcuffs out here? I'm going to shut all this down because these conversations... You stuttering too much, but have a good night. I ain't going to press the conversation. You just stop right here. Hold up. This is where the conversation is going to end. You say you security. So I done smeared you out. But you done been here, you done been in weather, and you done been in games. And you done been in games. That's why I cannot believe anything that you're saying, because you walk around with the same pair of handcuffs that you had on in the games. So I don't forget faces at all. So just due to that simple fact right there,
You're an undercover, Lord.
do not give this dude
Yes,
no
you
more
are.
opportunity.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It comes up on the internet. Yes, it
you're a
does.
cop, dog. You're a cop. Hey, if you was out work, you'd have took them handcuffs off you.
I did a face recognition of him.
Well, that was, yeah.
I'm not here to play games. I didn't come here for
Hey, what I'm here for
Yeah, apparently this guy's a cop. Look, they leaving him alone because he didn't want to arrest the other guy. But the other guy wasn't, I mean, when I started watching, you know, everybody was trying to jump in on top of the guy and trying to fight him just because he had an AR-15. Again, you know? Now, the guy looked like he didn't know what he was doing. He had a sling, but he didn't have it over the shoulder. He was going up and down with his weapon. You know, he was kind of brandishing the weapon. You know, not fully, but he was up and down. He didn't have it on that low ready position where it's safe, and you know, he wasn't being very safe with that weapon. You know, period. Thank you everybody for watching. Bro fist to everybody who's watching right now. Please share the stream. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get the chat going. I want to get it popping. I want to see a bunch of people just chatting on this. Okay, where else? Where else? Shit, it's getting out of control. This is somewhere in Texas. I don't know where. Okay, so where do they got them now? What's happening with these guys over here? Yeah, you see the guy. It looks like the guy's a cop. I see a gun. I saw some handcuffs on the back of him.
You got contracted here. I just did a face recognition on you. It's okay. You're working. You got contracted here. You got contract. You need to identify who you are. You got contracted with this city. It's all good. You're working as a police officer. You work as a police officer somewhere else, but you got contracted here. It's all good.
Oh, this is unbelievable, you know. Nobody seems to be happy. Nobody's happy. Nobody's ever happy, you know.
No, I was in Gainesville because the same thing. No, it's not. That Jessica girl is an instigator.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. She's a big problem.
You chase her around, but she'll instigate.
That's not to instigate anything. She's not trying to
Hey,
get
what gave y'all the way you said y'all should do the majority over
You
here?
say she's an instigator because she records everything in Gainesville that all the fucking white supremacists
I'm not a white supremacist.
No.
So just because somebody's white, he's already off the back of white supremacists. I mean, like, that's judgmental, man. That's very judgmental.
I don't even want to see you right here no more.
What?
You're not asking me no more questions. You're asking him for me.
He's not asking. He don't even want to fucking see him. Did you see that statement, guys? I would have. Oh my God. Is that this guy's, man? He probably just saved your ass from getting shot in the fucking face. And I saw it. And you're still barking at him. Come on, man. Like, really?
Listen, so this is what's going to happen.
This is what's gonna happen.
The cops down there,
Yeah.
I'm going to get them to give you a breathalyzer test.
Yeah.
We're going to settle that way. Okay. Because I like to do things right.
I'm not instigating.
Well, can you excuse yourself?
Go that way.
No, he good. He good because we're going to walk him down here.
Good night. Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, they're gonna rush. They're gonna rush.
There's Jessica.
New York City, they're gonna rush.
Everybody running today. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Like somebody take that.
This is really getting out of control, man. And not only that, I mean, like, the world stage is even worse. It's worst, you know?
Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Shut it down. Why did the bikers try to block everyone in? It's fucked up.
And this is, guys, the reason why we have to prep. Simple as that. Because when these guys finally break the system down, you know, it's going to be left for us to defend ourselves. The cops are not going to be able to do it. Law enforcement is not going to be able to do it. They got their own families to protect. You know, they're not even going to be able to protect government. If this thing keeps on like that, I mean, most definitely they're not going to be able to protect government, you know? So what's telling you that they're going to protect you? They're already stating that their job is not to protect, when their job is actually to protect, you know? It's not that they don't want to, it's that they can't. Right now, they don't have the resources. And every day there's more and more people out there, you know, more protesters, more guns on the street, illegal guns on the street. You see now, you got the counter protesters just got here. Yeah, the counter protesters just got there to back to Texas. The counter protesters are there now in Texas. This is New York City, guys. New York City. It's on and popping in New York City. City Hall downtown.
Nice. Relax, take care. Nice one. Chill. I had to take yesterday off. I was really exhausted. Glad I get to come out for this. Good timing. They're still with a pig mask over there. Do you see that? No. Yeah, the pig's over there. I think the pig's got a white shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they're about to rush, man.
They cover him up. Yeah, it's like I swear that the cops like target them. Like,
Oh, definitely not, Red King. I mean, New York City is a shithole right now. I'm sorry to say, you know. I lived in New York City for about 25 years before I moved upstate, and believe me, man, I used to pray every day for God to let me be able to move upstate, and I was tested plenty of times, but you know, finally God allowed me to be able to come upstate and buy my property and, you know, and be safe from all this commotion, basically. New York City is not what it used to be. As a matter of fact, New York City has not been what it used to be since 9/11, to tell you the truth. You know, New York City was one of the best places on earth. You could go and you could walk down the street, at least in Manhattan, and you were good, and there was so many things to do. And after 9/11, it just like kept on going down and down and down, little by little, you know. And now after these riots, I mean, you go there and all you're gonna see is boarded up stores. And I mean, the Foot Locker on 34th Street, which was like one of the most one of the most infamous, I guess, most famous Foot Lockers in the city, because they used to always have a good quantity of like exclusive sneakers, you know. Not anymore. They burnt it down, they looted it. Macy's, same thing. Target on 34th Street, the same thing. You go to 42nd Street, half the businesses are boarded up. Sad. Sad but true, man.
Yeah, the pig's directly trafficked out. Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's brilliant.
I don't know if you noticed, guys, but there was also a nice show of force by those planes being deployed by the Pentagon. These planes, they control all the nukes that the U.S. owns, and they have been deployed. So at this moment, even if Washington D.C. was to burn down to ashes, guess what? They could still deploy.
There's a bunch of reporters out here.
These guys are still arguing over there. Let me see if I go.
Why they're a little hesitant.
Yeah, right here.
So running up to them and starting all this and that, it's not going to do nothing. Because some of these locals, especially in Texas, they're going to shoot you. It's Texas. Everybody's got guns.
He's done. Whatever he was doing, he's done because he's out here. He's drunk and he's carrying his gun.
I said it. I said, damn, something smells like alcohol. I fucking said it. I fucking said it. I said, somebody smells like alcohol.
The Watchmen, we do everything within the guidelines of the law. Dog, you're done.
Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Look at this. They got the captain with a big belly.
That's what we do.
Wow. That's funny. Holy cow. Look, he's brandishing the handcuffs.
Oh my God. You're funny, man. You're funny.
Oh, yeah. He thought he was funny. They probably rush him. They're probably rushing him right now.
Oink, oink. We have no room for fascism in this country. Love it. Represent.
They're trying to move into cashless society. They're trying to do so many things, guys. They're working this agenda so bad. They're working it hard. They actually are, guys. Like, share, smash that like button, guys. Even the thumbs down button, I don't give a fuck. I bet you they jump on top of him and he's gonna scream like a little fucking kid. Yeah, they big shit until they fucking jump on him. I seen them all over the hood. Come screaming at you and then you smack them and they cry like a baby. Seen it happen, guys. Believe me, I'm from Hunts Point, man. This nigga ain't putting no fear in nobody's heart. No, you are pussy, nigga. Word up. Word to the burgers. See what this guy's got to say, man. Oh yeah, sure. These guys are about to jump on him, watch. I'm telling you, man, I know how NYPD works, man. They're no joke. Those guys. Not saying they're on the right, not saying they don't execute what you call that, excessive use of force. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All the time. But hey, you know, and just for the record, guys, you know, a lot of people think that I'm on one side or the other. Sometimes they see, oh, but you're on this side, you're on the protester side. I'm on the side of justice. Regardless, I don't care whether you are the government, whether you're a cop, whether you're a protester, I don't care who you are. I'm on the side of what's right. And sometimes you do things right, and sometimes you do things wrong. I try to make a good decision, the right decision. I try to do the right thing, even if it doesn't help me at all. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense, guys? You know, I don't care whether I'm okay or not. When I think that I'm making the right decision, I go ahead with that. And that's it, you know? Red King says, let him come work on an oyster boat with me for 3 days, see how tough he is. I bet, man. I bet. That's a really tough job, man. So again, as I was saying, you know, I'm in the side of justice. Whether you're a cop or not, if you're right, you're right. And if you're wrong, I'm gonna fucking tell you you're wrong too. Simple. Regardless. I don't care. That's just the way I roll, you know? That way I keep my conscience clean. Well, this guy waited his whole life to go in front of a cop and tell him to fuck off. He waited his whole freaking life. He couldn't do it when he was younger. Why? Because he's got 1,000 people backing him up back there. So he knows that if the cops jump on top of him, you know, people are gonna start doing shit, talking shit, and you know what I mean? I mean, it's just what it is. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. I appreciate that. I never felt so much support in such a small amount of time, so it humbles me out, you know. I'm humbled by it. All the emails, all the support, it's just great. It's awesome, guys.
disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you.
All cops are bastards. All cops are bastards.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic.
No good cops in a racist system.
If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest.
This is why all cops are bastards. We're just gonna watch these cops do nothing.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway.
They could be like, it's cool.
If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk,
Looks like they're about to rush.
and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic.
Yeah, start recording this.
Looks like they're about to rush. We got cop watch there.
Not many of them on this side.
And also the lockdown, not the lockdown, but the restrictions also started today in New York City. So everybody who's coming from out of town has to quarantine for 14 days. That just started today. Yep, they're rushing. It's about to happen, guys. Another night of commotion and turmoil in our beautiful country, man.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
Oh my God, she was blocking the camera. Did you see that? They arrested the girl because she was blocking the fucking chili.
Sorry with the light.
She was blocking the camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see her. Yeah, you're right.
It's fucked up. Some early shit.
If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
Let her go! NYPD! NYPD! This plainclothes guy, he's like a detective too. I've seen him. He usually wears like suits, these fancy colored suits.
Got somebody in here locked up already. Yeah, they're taking somebody.
I think she was in the crosswalk too, is the stupidest part. Like on video, you know, it's like, I don't think that charge will stick, whatever they're gonna get her for. Lightsaber police. The girl got arrested for, I mean, no good reason, but she held her hand in front of the police guy that was videotaping. No good reason. Like straight up. So I don't know what crime that is. Like she's protecting her identity and she got arrested for that. Yeah, like I literally saw her. She was just holding her hand in front of the camera and they arrested her. I hear her in the van, she's like yelling at someone. Someone's recording it though, I guess they'll find out later. Donald Trump, bro fist. They just rushed these guys. Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep too.
And they just took somebody there.
I made your other account an editor, by the way. So you're like a supermodel, you know. No peace. No peace. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
There's a lot of people.
There's a quick multi-view. Donald Trump says these people are very low energy. They have the numbers, but they're so sleepy. They're bored. They're tired. They need some milk. I agree. Sad, but true. Bro fist on that. Share the stream, Donald. You are my president. See if I can find something down here in or back in Texas. They're still going at it in Texas. Armageddon Prepper, welcome to the stream. Hey, bro fist, man. Good to have you here, man. That's right, they have nothing on an Irish protest. You got that shit right, bro. Just like Puerto Ricans, man. We went in front of the freaking Capitol and we made the freaking governor quit. He quit. Literally had to quit. The whole PR was in front of Capitol. This was last year, actually.
Anything, everyone should like run this way from the kettles.
Yes, sir. Fist bump, bro, fist. That's right, that's the way to do it, man.
Getting jumpy.
Oh, the guy who's got the Texas stream. It's on Instagram. I don't have Instagram. Sorry about that, guys. I guess I need an Instagram. This guy got the camera all messed up. Let me see if I could this guy got it sideways. I don't know why. I can't rotate. Yes, I'm streaming Thistle. I just don't know how to put the credits up on the screen. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this is Thistle stream from Twitch. He's on Twitch. You know, and no, I don't like to take credit for what I don't do. I'm just trying to bring you guys what's actually happening. You know, so we could open our eyes and we could see what's happening. We could prep and be ready for whatever comes our way, guys. That's all it is. This is not to take credit for anybody's work. I do not like to do that. Like I said again, I'm in the side of justice, you know, real justice. Whether, you know, if you're right, you're right, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't give a fuck who it is. Simple as that. You see what happened, Barbaradisco, is that I do different streams, so I'm always changing. So right now I have Real Progressives, I have Seattle Protest Network, multi-screen, I have Thistle, which is the one that you're looking at, and I also have, let me see who this is. This other guy that's here, I don't know. This is After Action Report.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? And when do we want it? And if we don't get it, and if
Okay, I will put in the video comments. I don't want to take credit for nobody's stuff, you know. Donald says, I live 40 minutes from this protest. If the cops will stand down and go home, I will take care of this myself. Mow them all down with my car. They want to dismantle, let's see what happens.
And if we don't get it, and if we don't get it.
Yeah, that I don't agree with that, Donald. You know, sometimes we just have to be the gray man, you know, and just, you know, if trouble doesn't come your way, why are you gonna go looking for it? This is what happened earlier with in Texas. There was a guy brandishing an AR-15 with a couple of other guys, and next thing you know, cops are in the scene. People, people are going crazy, and no, I'm not submitting to communism, Donald. Not at all. You best believe that if this guy step foot on my property, they're gonna get shot in the fucking face. That's simple as that. But I'm not gonna go to a public place looking for trouble either. There's a big difference, buddy. This is so we could prepare. You see this happening? This is happening all around the world. We have to prepare. Little by little. Yeah, she is, Armageddon. She is. She's definitely losing her voice. And they don't take that shit out here, all those, I don't see no loudspeakers. This is After Action Report, guys. I mean, how much longer can this country actually hold on this? Hey, do you realize that these cops probably right now are getting paid so much overtime on these protesters? And that's bringing the budget, a budget that de Blasio, Mr. de Blasio, you a POS, seriously, already agreed to take in $100 million from NYPD's budget. And as much as I feel that NYPD sometimes overreact and use a lot of excessive force, I still don't feel that they should be defunded. Not one bit. If anything, they should have more funding. And not only that, they should also change a little bit of their mandates for people to join. Because right now, you go to college, to any community college, and get a little bullshit associate's degree on, just not even a full degree, just I think it's 40 credits or 45 credits on anything, on gym, music, arts, and you could become a cop. I don't think that's right either, and this is what's going on. What's going on is that because of all these people who don't understand law the way it should be understood, you have a lot of misinterpretation of the law in the streets. And this is where people protest that. This is how people feel that, that they're being corrupt, or they're being this and that, or racist and the third. And I don't feel it's that. I feel it's the lack of knowledge and training that they're going through. If you allow me to do a job that requires for me to be knowledgeable about law, but then you tell me that with 40 credits of anything, gym, music, arts, liberal arts, whatever, just sitting on a classroom talking poetry, that allows me to become a cop, then I don't think that's correct either.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna shut this motherfucking shit down. What do we want? And when do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, and if we don't get it, and if we don't get it, again, if we don't get it, shut it down.
Ha 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 ha. I mean, look at this picture right here, and tell me that law enforcement is not.
It seems like the same amount every night, pretty much.
Showing a lot of restraint right now.
Hopefully not.
No, especially knowing how PD works in the city. They really don't take this shit. They don't.
Like, yeah, I mean, just 100 people on the sidewalk right now. They shouldn't be arresting 100 people. Like, what the fuck are they doing? stream. Josh Pacheco Photography. On Instagram. NYPE. NYPE. No peace.
It will never be the same. It's already.
Yeah, they look like they're dancing to the beat, right?
Showed up on the left side. Eric Gardner. Eric Gardner. Jonathan Price.
Oh wow, my able is no joke, man.
Kids these days will never understand the green box. Justice. Now. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, they're definitely shutting it down little by little.
So what exactly does the
been showing restraint all night, these guys. Shout out to all the new subscribers. XX Mike, XX071, John Waters, RT, Zachary Mendoza, Slim 6400, and Armageddon Prepper. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I want to ask you guys to stick with me while I build up my library. There's a lot of good content coming. But I need some time to start building it up. You know, my channel only been around for 2 months. But that doesn't mean that I'm a new prepper, guys. I'm not a new prepper. You know, I was prepping, guys, since before the term was invented, you know. I've been going, I've survived a couple of SHTF scenarios as a young boy, as you know, elementary school kid. And just to let you know, guys, you know, there is a lot of knowledge in here. I just never felt the conviction to open up a channel and talk about prepping until the pandemic hit. because my conviction is just to, to turn people into preppers, because the more people I can turn into preppers, then the less marauders are going to be out there, the less looters are going to be out there, the less unprepared people, I don't want to see nobody, again, I don't want to see nobody having to commit a crime or do something really stupid or commit acts of violence just to feed their families when SHTF happens, That's my conviction. And even though it's only 2 months and there's a lot of things going, there is a lot of information that I want to bring to you guys. So just please, I ask you, humbly, to stick with me while I build up this library. And if you do, you're gonna like it. You're definitely gonna like it. You're not gonna regret it, guys.
What is the point of all of this? Like, from the police
I have not seen no major news outlets here in any of this protest, Armageddon. I have seen none of that. They are not covering none of this stuff because it doesn't fit the narrative, It's just not what they do. I also have a little bit of a surprise that I'm gonna be announcing in a few streams after this one. Don't know when exactly, but I just want to set it up, And I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna like the idea, So yeah. I'm planning to start a watch party. I don't know if, let's just fuck it, I already said it, so. I'm planning to start a watch party in Twitch. So we would have to move over to Twitch, but I am going to make the chat accessible for everyone. I'm not going to make the chat just for subscribers or even followers. Some people do, and then you can't chat unless you become a member or a subscriber of the channel by paying the monthly fee. I'm not with all that, I just want to do it so we could, open our eyes and talk prepping. I want to start a watch party with a bunch of prepper movies that I have on a list. And as we watch the movie, I could pause it and we could talk about scenes, or we could do a few pauses and then talk about them, or we could do it at the end of the movie. The matter is that I want to watch these movies with you guys so we could, learn some stuff. But I want to do it live. I don't want to do it where I want to be able to watch the movie with you guys, and I want to be able to see the chat comments as we're watching the movie. And if you guys don't mind, then I could come in and say a couple of things. I don't want to mess up the dialogue on the movie either, so that's why I would like to take a few breaks throughout the movie, and we could talk about some of the scenes that have been going on as we progress through the movie. And I think that'll be a cool idea. It'll make some cool friendships, and it'll probably open a lot of people's eyes into a lot of the stuff that's going on, because a lot of these prepper movies that I got in mind they're okay, they're pretty on point, I'm not talking Resident Evil type stuff, but if you do want to do something like that, like, hey, let's go for it, because even Resident Evil movies, they have a little bit of truth in it, you know. I'm not talking about the zombie part, but the survivalism part of it is pretty real, you know, and the scenes and stuff like that, and even TV shows. But I don't want to jump into TV shows, I mean, just yet. Like TV shows like The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, or, you know, stuff like that. Those are shows that are so long that, you know, it'll take a long time to start doing with those. So I want to start with movies first. But if it works out and you guys like it, and, you know, the suggestions are there, you could email me. I'm gonna put the email now. So any of you guys ideas for movies or TV shows, you could just send them in my inbox, you know. My email is upstateprepper718@gmail.com. So I want to start setting that up, and I want to get it done. I want to start doing it probably in the next couple of weeks. You know, I've still got no content on Twitch. All of my content so far is only on YouTube. I'm still trying to learn how to work the Twitch platform, which is a little more complicated because of the stars and the emotes and the commands, and, you know, you could have your subscribers could play music, and they could actually redeem a bunch of different angles, and it's a lot to work on. But Twitch does allow that to happen, where you could actually watch a movie and not get, I don't know, demonetized or, you know, blocked or something like that from streaming, you know, like YouTube does. YouTube has a lot of that stuff going on, you know. So any suggestions, guys? I got some pretty good movies. I got some really good movies coming up from actually from Netflix. You know, some of them are from Netflix. So again, bear with me because there's a lot of content, there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of things that I want to bring to you guys. So just stick with me and share this knowledge. This is all about sharing knowledge for everybody. I want to turn everybody into a prepper. So none of these fools out here could come at us anyway and win. So if they try to come at us, they'll get shot in the fucking face. And if you want to go and check out the channel, again, there's no content at all on Twitch yet. But if you do want to check out the channel, it's upstate_prepper. And you could go there, start following, leave a comment, you know, start getting the channel popping. From that channel, I'm probably also gonna be streaming some games. So if you guys are into any video games, I'm gonna be streaming American Trucking Simulator, which I was playing earlier. I'm hooked. You see, this is one thing that gets me mad about NYPD, guys. The other day, there was actual peaceful protests going on in the village, you know, and there were diners, you know, that everybody's eating outside now, and there's no space in New York City, so people are basically, when they trying to dine out, they're eating in the sidewalk. They're setting up tables in the freaking sidewalks and right off the curves of the streets, you know, and there was just a bunch of people, older, peaceful people, just walking down the road. Well, not the road, but the sidewalk. They are actually walking down the sidewalk with billboards up. They weren't screaming, they weren't bashing nobody. They were just peacefully walking down the sidewalk with billboards, you know, and police rushed them. They I'm not gonna say attacked because that's too much to say, but you know, they rushed the protesters, and they actually ended up hurting some diners also who had nothing to do with anything. But all these guys come to their freaking face and they don't do shit. These are the guys who should get rushed. Seriously, you know? No ifs or buts. These are the guys who should get rushed. But they're not being rushed. Now, the guys who shouldn't get rushed, older people, peaceful, just trying to, I guess, follow the movement, which I don't see why they would anyway. But they were actually peaceful, and they wasn't causing no commotion or anything. And all of a sudden, boom, they rushed them and hurt a lot of people. You know, a few people got injured, including diners who were outside in the street eating and had nothing to do with anything. And that is, you know, that's what actually pisses me off, guys. That's the shit that pisses me off. Sorry, you know, I know the cursing is not the best, but you know, it just comes out sometimes, you know. Again, I'm in the side of justice. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're right, you're right, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. Simple as that. You know. After Action Report got something going on in Portland, I think.
I want to march, man.
I'm glad you like the idea, Armageddon Prepper. I'm glad. Please share, like. You already know what's up, man. Yeah, DOT trucks, they keep them up out here, you know. In New York City, they always got new ones because they rent them out. They don't actually buy them. Not anymore. Back in the day, they used to buy them and just, you know, beat the hell out of them. But not anymore. What they do now is they just rent them. Yeah, that's actually what I do, Armageddon Prepper. I'm a truck driver. I'm local 282 Teamsters in New York City. We done LaGuardia Airport. We're doing LaGuardia Airport right now, and we did JFK. We did Terminal 5 at JFK. Do a bunch of utility work throughout the city and stuff like that, you know. Work all the construction. We took all the debris out of the Twin Towers back in when 9/11 happened, and we helped build the Freedom Tower also. Spend a lot of time there.
Look, if this shit started at 8, I might have to leave soon, dude. Fucking subway train's gonna close.
Oh yeah,
Stuck out
that's
here
nice.
tonight.
That's nice, Armageddon. Yeah, a lot of sanitation workers. I know a few.
All cops are bastards. All cops are bastards.
You see, then they protest. I mean, then they complain, not protest. They complain when they get rushed. But a lot of the streamers, you know, they're supporting that shit, you know. And they think that the cops don't see them. The cops see you, dude, you know. And when they get the chance, they run after you too. Simple as that. So hopefully, guys, wish me luck, and I could get this thing popping soon enough with the watch party, and I could also start editing videos and start making more videos. I just time is really of the essence here, but you know, I'm trying to take care of my property, and I'm trying to get my land ready because I was not able to grow anything this year. This summer was, you know, the crops were basically wasted. Well, I didn't have any crops. That's why I'm saying that I wasted it. But you know, I've been trying to get my property ready so I could have a nice garden to start growing, you know, some good crops, some corn, some squash, potatoes, you know, stuff like that. And I've been working a lot on that. I actually took down 7 trees, including the stumps, but I had to get a guy to get a machine and bring down all the stumps because my property was so, not abandoned, but the last owners, they let a bunch of trees grow, and they let them grow really high in the property. and I had to deal with that. So far I took 7 down this summer,
Sorry, I'm zoomed in.
and I have to take at least 4 more, and they're all 60 footers, you know. But the ones that I took down are already chopped up. They're already almost seasoned to you know, to be split, and I'm gonna have plenty of firewood. And with the remainder that's on the floor, I'm gonna burn it out, and I'm gonna throw all the leaves there so I could get a tiller and rent the tiller and, you know, do the things, guys. And so hopefully by next summer, by next spring, I could start growing. If anybody knows any good winter crops, let me know. I will plant those too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, riding over the bridge is only bad for half of it, you know, because like
I've never really
uphill and then
farmed here in the States. You know, I know how to farm, but in my own island in Puerto Rico. So it's completely different. We get 4 seasons a year, so each season is a grow season. And so we know what to plant and when to plant it. But I don't know the seasons here. I don't know the crops here. I don't know a lot of that stuff here. So
like sometimes he comes out here and
I know the simple stuff, you know, corn, tomatoes. I got a couple of tomato plants right now, and got some peppers. Got plenty of seeds. Plenty of seeds.
Waiting until I cross the street, because I want to go over there and support the protesters, but I have a feeling like as soon as I walk over there, everyone's gonna get arrested, including me. Anonymous cheer. Looks like a 200. Nice.
I took down ash trees. I had a whole bunch of ash trees that were actually sick from that Japanese beetle, and so they were kind of like very weak, and they were messing up my pool. I have a above ground pool, and all the leaves, even throughout the summer, they were falling on it, and they wasn't holding, you know, my pool wasn't holding the chlorine, and I've been having a lot of problems this past few years. Since I bought the house, really, I've had a lot of problems with the pool because of that, and it's because of the trees around it, and also because of the sun not hitting the pool very much, you know, so I had to take care of that. There was a lot of trees in the way. There's still a lot of trees going on. I still have a bunch of pines. Yes, that's the beetle that I'm talking about, emerald ash beetle. Yeah, it's a Japanese beetle. I call it Japanese beetle. But yeah, so basically this beetle is fucking up my whole, all my trees, you know. So the first year I dried them down, and so this year I took them down after they were dry, because I had already dried them while they were still standing. That way I killed the beetle too, because if the beetle is taking the tree, what I do is I go all around the cambium of the tree, because what the beetle wants is just the water inside the tree. But once the tree dries out from water, the beetle is inside the you know, in between the outer layer and the cambium, and a lot of times they don't get out, you know. So what I did was I started drying out the tree, and like that I most likely I didn't kill them all, but most likely I've killed a lot of beetles like that. And so the first year I dried out the trees. Yeah, the pH on the soil is it's okay. It's okay. It's not that bad, you know. But with all the with all the leaves that I'm gonna throw on it, and you know,
BLM, they're saying the same shit they
all the
always
stuff
say.
that I got. You know, there's a lot of bear poop and deer poop and turkey poop. There's all kinds of poo back there, you know, because I get a lot of wildlife. I got a couple of acres, so I get a lot of wildlife. I get turkey in my backyard. I get deer. I get bear. I get coyotes. I get all of that stuff back there, you know. So the soil is pretty rich. It just doesn't get enough sun because of the trees. So I've been taking down all these trees, and then I have 3 more left to go. And then hopefully I could leave the pines. The pines look pretty cool, you know, and they do create a little bit of, they do give me a little bit of a shade. So, but they also keep most of the yard sunny. So, you know, hopefully I could get that soil going, being good for next spring, you know. Hopefully that'll happen. I was thinking about doing a video of just the backyard, you know, not show too much, but show you guys what my plans are with that backyard. And then maybe you guys could give me better ideas in the comments and stuff like that, you know, hopefully. I'm very humbled and grateful for the support that I've gotten in just a couple of months, guys. Like, truly, bro fists on that, you know, truly. Thanks a lot for the support. And again, bear with me while I build out that library, because you guys are not gonna be mad about that. You guys are not gonna regret it. All right, back to Portland. Portland is on day 150. I stick to New York City. It's my part of town.
For a second. Because I got a feeling I'm fucking up the video.
Ah, you're good,
I
bro.
will zoom in if anything happens, though.
There you go.
Try to.
Should get closer. I also have quite a few oaks. I got 2 oaks, really big oaks, and I got like about 5 maples, nice maples that I believe I could get some maple syrup from. I got birch.
Wait, so
Also, I got 2 birch
what
trees.
crimes would be committed? People would just be standing on the sidewalk. I don't understand what you mean by that. You mean like you would go do crimes? You would be a pesky criminal if there were no police? Like, did you just expose yourself? Like, the only thing that's keeping you from doing crimes is the police department? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, if that's the case, I guess you'd want to defend the police. But for normal people, they don't do criminal activity because the police, they're scared of the police. Because I'm pretty sure the threat of police don't scare people from doing crimes. Like, so it doesn't even make sense.
I got a lot of pines for Armageddon. A lot. Like literally the whole, my line on the sides, it's pines. And I got a bunch of pines on the back. And I don't want to get rid of them because I don't know if you guys knew, but pine needles, you can make tea with pine needles, and that is such a vitamin C booster. Like literally, pine needles are full of vitamin C. And if you make a tea from pine needles, you could actually feel that vitamin C running through your veins. It's not like popping a little vitamin C pill. It's like really injecting yourself with some vitamin C. You know what I mean? And you cannot overdose on vitamin C, you know? And pines and spruces are full of vitamin C. And I got pines and spruces for days in my backyard. Yeah, from the pine trees, the needles, the pine tree needles, especially when you see the flower on the pine tree and each sprout has 5 needles. Those are called white pines, and those white pines are the ones with the most with the most vitamin C in it, and those are the ones that I have. I have white pines all over my property, you know, and they are very acidic. And a lot of people say that, you know, where pines grow, grass doesn't grow. That's a myth, guys, because the acid on the needles doesn't hit the soil. And by the time it disintegrates and mixes with the soil, that acid is already gone. So don't believe that myth. That's a myth, you know.
But I felt kind of bad because some of the
pine needles and spruce trees
you should stay banned, homie.
Are definitely full of vitamin C, and you can make tea with those.
Cause
Fatwood, I don't have fatwood.
I don't have time for the bullshit racist stuff. Like funny jokes, maybe.
So, what can I use the
racism.
pine sap for? Or the fatwood sap? I would use it for something like
I mean, I don't
glue.
think that guy was being blatantly racist, but
Or
I don't have
you
time
could
for
also this is what I think. This is what I believe. I think you could also use it for to cover up you know, cuts and stuff like that, to keep them
Propaganda?
disinfected. You know, to keep them clean, to keep your
I like
cuts
that
clean.
saying, kill the
Like if
cop
you
in
were
your
to
brain.
cut yourself or something like that, you could
that
use
dude,
the sap
Jonathan Price,
of
he
the
had a
tree
cop in his
to
brain.
kind of seal that wound
Sad.
if it's not too deep, and stop it from bleeding, and also keep it from getting infected. I believe you could do that. I know you can definitely do it with honey. Okay, yeah, birch also. I don't know if it's birch, the one that has the flaky bark on it. There's, I don't know what that tree is called, but that tree with the flaky bark on it, oh my God, that is such a tree, a good tree for fire starter. Yeah. And the ash trees burn so beautiful too. Ash trees burn
dude.
really
We've been out
good.
here for like 2 or 3 hours.
Okay, we're
We're
back
on
with
the right
the
side.
after action report here.
Handed to you every fucking day, like every last one of us, which is probably why you decided to be a cop anyway, thinking that it would save you, and nigga, it's not saving you.
Jonathan Price, he supported the cops, and look what happened.
Oh, finally. So real progressives finally turned the stream around. They were upside down earlier.
I'm not gonna film them. They said that they're here to support Jonathan.
So yeah, I think it's called a birch tree. I think the birch is the one that got that flaky bark that is so good. It's really good for fire starting. I mean, like, you could just put that bark and you don't even have to make shavings on it. You know, you put the freaking ferro rod on that thing and that thing is lighting up. Oh, PDX Ninja on?
Okay, next music. Thank you.
Why won't you look her in the eye? She's talking to you. Why won't you look her in the eye?
He's ashamed.
Look her in the eye.
He can't. You want to know why? Because I'm a reflection of him, so I'm going to stand up for him.
Look her in the eye. She's talking to you. You're looking me in the eye. Look her in the eye.
She's not going to look you in the eye because I'm a reflection of him, so I'm looking you in the eye. I'm in your face right now with a candle lighted in my face, and I know that that's big bothering you. You can't face me because what you're now doing is having to face a harsh reality. You can't face the system because you know what the black woman sings right now.
Yes, Armageddon Prepper. The pioneers used the bark to make canoes. So it is birch. Okay, I thought I had it wrong. Thanks for letting me know. That's awesome.
Stop the revolution! But he don't look at you.
I wasn't aware that you speak. A little smoke bothers you. Well, your attitude bothers me, and I got to deal with it. So I guess smoke. I
don't give a fuck if the smoke bothers you. You know what bothers me? Having to wake up, look at the news, and see that my brothers and sisters are getting killed.
Yeah.
People who look like you, who wear the same uniform as you. Your ancestors will be fucking ashamed of you, working for a system that fucking is made to kill you.
That must be a really tedious process to make a canoe out of bark. That must be real crazy. To carve that whole thing out, the way the pioneers or the natives used to do it, that's real hardcore.
What's sad is that you can't even look her in the eyes while she's talking to you. Are you ashamed?
If I start echoing, guys, please let me know, okay? Or if the sound of the stream starts echoing, because I try to bring up the volume just a bit, just so I could listen to what they're saying, because I can't really hear what they're saying. I'm deaf on my left ear. I don't hear nothing on this ear. You know, somebody, when I was a kid, fired a weapon right next to me, an AK-47 fully automatic, and I basically lost my hearing in my left ear.
You won't even look her in the eye. That's how embarrassed you are.
Bikers start moving it out. Hold the line as we move. Thank you all so much.
All right, hey, hun, we're about to march. Let's go.
Oh, my A-ball is the shit, man. I asked my A-ball if Trump was gonna win the election. The A-ball says the heavens point to yes. That's awesome. Well, The Simpsons predicted it too, so.
They're all talking about.
Nah, to me. Quit your fucking job! I smell bacon! Who is he? You came with him. Fucking my shit protecting you. Who is he? You know him or something? That dude who came earlier talking to the cops?
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. Tell him. I'm gonna kill that nigga. Tell him I'm gonna kill that nigga. You fucked yourself over. Bringing heaven to my life. Nah, don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me. I don't care. Don't tell me to shut up. Nope, you're not doing that. What do we want? Yo, guys, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? And if we don't get it, and if we don't get it, and if we don't get it, shut it down. Shut it down. What do we want?
All right, everyone.
Yo, guys, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. Again, if we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't. Now.
They coming?
If you are walking behind the bikes trying to catch up, okay?
They're cool, yo, they're cool. They're cool.
All right, guys. So I'm probably gonna be winding down the stream in a little bit because I have to go to sleep. I have to wake up early in the morning. I have to homeschool my son, and you know, get ready, get the wife ready. Let's see what this guy's saying here.
The power is always in the people. It's in the working class. It's not in the 1%. It's not in the police force. It's not in fucking that orange clown, that neo-fascist gangster sitting in the White House.
Yup.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
The power's in the people, yo. Fist up. All power to the people.
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 All power black people.
All power black people.
All power brown people.
All power brown people.
All power to people with disabilities.
All power to people with disabilities.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
again.
To stand up and fight for justice for Jonathan Price.
Yeah.
Say his name.
Jonathan Price.
Say his name.
Jonathan Price.
What's his name?
Jonathan Price.
Say his name.
Jonathan Price.
Justice for
Jonathan Price.
Justice for
Jonathan Price.
Justice for
Jonathan Price.
Justice for
Jonathan Price. Jonathan Price.
Oh, it's looking like it's getting hectic in New York, man. I don't know. I could just hear it.
Now, justice. Now. Justice. Now. NYPD.
Thank you, Deborah. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry you catch me late. I'm about to go and go to sleep because I have to wake up early and, you know, homeschool the son and all of that stuff. Oh my God, everybody's just popping up now, huh? Well, welcome, Deborah. Welcome, SHTF Prophet. Yes, Texas did pop off about an hour ago and it was hectic. If you look at the very, very beginning of this stream, once it goes back up, you will see a little bit of the aftermath because when I caught it, I tried to set up real quick, but I had my whole gaming set up here and I had to, you know, it took me a little bit just to get set up. And by the time I was able to go live, you know, cops had already responded to the scene, and you know, everybody was already away from each other, and the situation was de-escalated. But yeah, it was pretty hectic. But if you look at the beginning of like the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the stream, they were actually about Texas. Some little town that I don't even remember the name because it was so weird. But there was a bunch of guys with AR-15s and long guns and HKs, and yeah, they had a bunch of stuff and body armor and all of that stuff. And there was a bunch of protesters, you know, trying to rush them. And luckily, there was an undercover police officer that actually de-escalated the situation there, you know. Deborah, it is kind of cold upstate. Not that cold. It's still nice. It's still nice over here. Yeah, Deborah, I mean, look at the first, once it goes up, once this goes back up, once I cut the stream off and it goes back up, look at the first half an hour, I say. And you could see a little bit of the aftermath of what happened in Texas. Once I get a little bit more experience in editing, I will bring you guys some cool clips of all the stuff because I actually, you know, I'm not only streaming it and it's not only going to be on YouTube, but I actually have a copy of every single window because I record every single window that I do. So if I have 4 windows open or 5 windows open, they're all recording at the same time. You know, not just what I'm showing you guys on the screen. Wow, Deborah, you're camping? You're camping right now? That is so awesome. Please tell me you're camping in the Adirondacks right now. That is so awesome. Why did you invite me, man? That's great. Good for you. I actually took a little bit of a hike today. You know, cool little short hike in the Appalachian Trail. Because the Appalachian Trail runs like probably 15 minutes from my house, upstate. Now, if you guys, all of you, if you guys want me to do a video in my backyard, camping out in the cold, I will do it. Oh, that's awesome, Deborah. Listen, next time you gotta hit me up. upstateprepper718@gmail.com. I would definitely run that scenario. Love the Adirondacks.
NYPD.
Most likely going to be going scouting this weekend. Hopefully I could see some good tracks, some that I could, you know, track some animals down and for this upcoming season. So if you guys want me to do a scenario in my backyard, I would, let me tell you, there's bear, there's deer, there's coyote in my backyard. There's all kinds of predators in my backyard. My backyard at night, it's it's no joke. And I will do that for you guys. I will definitely do that. Well, with one of those back there in the tent, but I will do it.
Jonathan Price.
So let me know, guys, if all of you, if everybody in the chat, all of you viewers, all 5 of you, say just press 1 or hit the or put a emoji, you know, a thumbs up emoji, and I will definitely do that video. Definitely do that video. And I could probably live stream it too from my laptop or something, you know. Since I'll be having Wi-Fi, because I still cannot go live mobile on yeah, press 1 guys, let me know, I'll do that video, man. Come on, force me to. How dare you guys, come on. There you go. 2 more. I'll do the video.
Burn the precinct to the ground.
One more.
Burn the precinct to
Oh
the
shoot. One more, I'll do the video. Deborah H says got a couple trail cams set up. Amazing pigs, deer, bear, coyotes, fishers. Oh wow, martins and turkey. Oh, that's awesome. I get a lot of turkeys out here in my yard. I see them during the day just whopping around, you know. They come, they look at me, and they just go, and they'll come back, you know. Yeah, a lot of turkey in my backyard.
Total abolition.
Come on, one more. I'll do the video.
No cops, no prisons. No cops, no prisons. Total abolition. No prisons. No prisons. Total abolition.
Oh, wow. Look who showed up, man. Yo, Prepper, good to see you up and streaming. Brofist, Juan. Brofist, baby. How you been, man? Good to see you here, brother. You see, now you guys are forcing me to I just said it. I just said if you press 1, I will do camping video, maybe live stream it off of my laptop in my backyard. What do you think, Tanamera? Let me know, man. I just need one more that says that puts that one up, and I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. I don't care, man.
Jonathan Price. Jonathan Price.
Good to see you too, man. Bro fist right there, brother.
Jonathan Price. Jonathan Price. Jonathan Price.
There was shit popping off in Texas. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm gonna probably live stream it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna show too much because I don't wanna maybe disclose a little bit of the location. You know, we all gotta be real careful. You know, I've heard so many stories about you know, people who doesn't have the same deal with somebody who's on YouTube, and you know, I've heard about a lot of people complaining that, you know, people are showing up at their houses and, you know, shit like that, you know. And I tell you, man, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but you guys already know, man. You guys already know. But I'm down. I will show you my property. I will definitely. I was talking about it earlier, that I'm gonna be showing you guys what my plans are with my property and how I'm getting it set up, little by little, you know, of course, so I could start, you know, growing my vegetables and, you know, growing my own crops and harvesting all of my stuff, you know. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna pull out all the gear and we in, man. We in. We're gonna do it. And next to my trusty AR-15, of course, because I got plenty of bear. I got a lot of bear in my backyard. There's a lot of bear sightings back there. And there's bear done everywhere. But yeah, I have no problem showing you my fort, brother. I have no problem showing you my backyard. Got a nice little backyard, you know, couple acres, and yeah, I want to get it ready because it was in a really, really bad state when I bought this house. And in 3 years, when you guys see it, you might not feel like it's a lot of, you know, but believe me, if I've showed you a before picture from where it's at now, you guys will be like, wow, you know. Like, I mean, like, there was basically almost no grass. Oh yeah, we have bears. We have grizzlies. We have black bear. We have them, bro. No, man, I'm not like that now. Oh man, you know, when I first moved out here, there was one day I was coming in from playing pool, like around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And as I'm walking up to my front door, there was deer in my front yard. And so when I opened the door, when the deer heard the keys, you know, they spooked out. So from around the corner from my house, there was a bear stalking the deer, you know. So as soon as they spooked out and they left, you know, the bear ran out. And when he ran out, he saw me. But luckily, I had already opened the door, so I just went right inside, locked the door, turned off all the lights. But the bear was starting to charge me. You know? Yeah, it was a crazy situation I went through that day. My wife didn't even believe me, and then like 2 days later, the neighbor showed her the picture of the bear right around the corner from my house, just stalking the deer, you know? It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I will definitely be out there with my trusty 12 gauge. If not, maybe my 300 blackout. I don't know. What's that? Echograph. Guys, you guys are forcing me to stay in the stream now, man. I mean, I can't let you guys go now that you're just popping up all over the place, you know? Damn, and I'm supposed to be going sleep, and you know, I have to wake up early. I have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't work tomorrow, but I still got a lot of stuff to do, you know. I gotta homeschool the baby. I gotta get my wife ready for work, and you know.
Jonathan Price.
I gotta go fill up her tank before she leaves. Okay, well, I don't know what would you call counter surveillance. Do you mean like surveilling the protesters, or surveilling the cops, or oh, there's something going on in CHOP? That's CHOP, guys. That's CHOP. That's CHOP. Okay, back to New York. Well, I mean, surveillance is surveillance, guys. I mean, I do a lot of surveillance throughout my house. I have cameras and security systems and so many security measures in place everywhere throughout my property, you know. It's you know, if you guys knew all about it and everything that I have in place, you guys will be like, damn, dude, like you went over the top, you know. But that being said, I'm aware of everything that happens around, surrounding my property at all times, 24/7, you know.
They should go back to their mom's house. Thought I was gonna say Africa, didn't you? They don't want them either.
Wow, Deborah says coyotes are at it again. Deborah, I hope you got some protection with you. I hope you, if you're in the Adirondacks, I hope you got some protection with you, you know. At least a 45 or something like that, you know what I mean? It's my trusty 1911 Rock Island Armory. Nah, it's not quite Fort Knox, but yeah, it's almost there, dude. Plenty of security measures in place, dude. Couple booby traps too. Okay, well, let me tell you, Deborah, 22 is just gonna tickle a bear. And you don't want to tickle a bear because he will charge you and kill you, you know. Use the bear spray. A bear spray will have more effect than a 22 on a bear.
We're here to fight for them. We are not going to let what happened to them be pushed under the rug. We are not going to let those fucked up police officers, those murderers.
And please, next time, I don't know, 12 gauge sounds like a good idea with some slugs. Some good 3-inch slugs.
It is our job. It is not my job. But it's your job to make sure that you are out there telling people to get out there.
SHTF Prophet says, notice how they changed divided to defeated. They know they divided the nation and now are talking about winning civil war. Bear spray seems to be a favorite at the riots. Yeah. There's a lot of rioters thinking they're bears out there, right?
For all the black people who have been put in these boxes, who have been put in cages, we are out here for all of them. So I need y'all to make some noise. I need y'all to get loud. I need y'all to get angry. I need y'all to get mad.
Deborah. 230 grain. That's what you need. 230 grain.
I mean, sorry, am I correct?
Or a 12 gauge.
And that piece of shit already made bail.
With some slugs.
Your hat, though. Oh, yeah, my brown.
That shit is not breaking. That's like a bulletproof window.
I don't got no slugs with me right now. I left them upstairs. They're all put away. Hey, Guantanamera, Profist, brother. Yeah, man. You was one of my first moderators, man. Yeah, I got this in Las Vegas when I used to live in Las Vegas. Love it. I love it. I definitely love this 45. Yeah, it's my favorite handgun. It's a little on the heavy side. It's pretty heavy. But this is the tactical joint, which has also the light. The attachment for the light.
More barricades.
And you could flash, you could, siren, and you could cycle through a few different settings of that light. And it's not a very expensive light. It's a pretty cheap light. It only costed me like about 30 bucks.
Now. Justice. Now. Justice.
No, not at all, brother.
Now.
This is a cheap light. It's called...
Justice. Now.
It's called Eye Protect.
Justice.
It's only like a $20, $30 light from
Justice.
Dick's. I got it at Dick's Sporting Goods. It was probably on sale for like about 30 bucks, so it's a little more expensive, but it's not as expensive as an old light, But it's pretty good. It's 200 lumens, 250 lumens, something like that. Welcome, Larry the Cable Guy. Welcome to the stream. Bro fist to you, brother. Guys, give me a quick minute. And I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette real quick. And I'll be right back because I guess I'm not gonna leave now, right? All right, let me fix this view.
Oh, that's the sacred pets right there. Barricade making 101.
Okay.
They are fucked. Oink, oink. What do we do? Oink. Oink left, oink right.
Ooh, wow.
Black Lives Matter.
Wow, Guantanamera, you gotta work with stucco
Black
tomorrow.
Lives
I hate
Matter.
stucco, man. I hate to work that. I also work construction. I mean, I'm a truck driver, but I know all about it, man. I see the guys just working the shit out of that stuff, man, and it's hardcore, dude. Hey, bro, fist to you, man. Have a good one, brother. Matter of fact, share the stream before you leave, though. We'll get some more people in here. All right? And look forward to that
Stay together, stay tight.
to that stream where I'm gonna be camping out in my backyard with the bears. And those of you new guys, thanks for finding us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for choosing the stream over the other streams. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and stick with me. Stick with me while I build up my library, guys. You're not gonna regret it. Give me 5 minutes, smoke a cigarette. I'll leave you with full views, though.
I think everyone's trying to split up. I don't know if that's the right play. But I guess if you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh shit. Got a fucking parade of police right behind me. Gotta get on the sidewalk, maybe. Shit. Okay, bit of barricade down here. Got white shirt dudes trying to keep up over here.
I hope they pay you well. They're on the sidewalk. How about you guys chill? Walking on the sidewalk illegal now? The only crime you committed is you and your colleagues killing black people.
Did you see some other people live down the other street that way, down Washington Square Park when we were over there?
And they just, where they go?
Yeah, on that last street. Like half the people split up. I don't know
Like,
why.
this is really weird.
It's weird as fuck, yeah.
I smell bacon! Suck my dick! Someone said that. That was like supposed to be the next. But most of them went that way. It was just so chaotic.
I don't know why they wanted to split up like that. I don't know what happened to them.
It was a lack of communication is what it was. But it just seems like the cops are following everybody here.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know. We're the distraction.
I don't know where the distraction went, to be honest with you. Hey guys, apparently the crowd split up. I am following a small crowd, but we were by Washington Square Park, and then there was just so much chaos. I just didn't really see where everybody went. And we do have probably about 30, 40 people coming this way. But what's interesting is the cops.
Somebody throw some water in the fucking garbage can.
Fuck that trash. What's up, man?
Yo.
How you doing? You good?
Jesus, your video, man. It's a good thing you were there for that.
Oh,
shit.
the fucking bike thing?
Yeah,
You saw
dude,
that?
was scary
That was
as
fucking
fuck,
crazy,
man.
dude. And it was like right in front of me. I was not ready for it.
We gotta move shit. We gotta move. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, there must be a recorder. So far,
Yeah, I gotta.
Hey, thank you so much for doing everything.
You gotta keep up though, dude. I don't want you to get fucking
I'm good. I'm gonna chill here.
stuck out here by yourself. Yeah, I'm not trying to get stuck out there by myself. That's why I told him not to get stuck out here. Because it all looks good, you know, on camera, but then when I'm the only one surrounded by a bunch of fucking riot cops, it's kind of suspicious. Exciting night? Well, that cop did say, like, drive around the block and cut them off. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think that's my cue to fucking go home anyways. Oh, those are cops right there in that car.
Thank you for the share. Thank you for the share, Juan. Hope to see you soon, man. Trying to look for the angle. It looks like something happened, guy. I'm trying to look for a better angle here.
Why does she keep disappearing?
What happened there? Did you see? Shit. What the fuck is going on?
Well, looks like something happened, guys. Don't know exactly what. Something happened.
Feels like more fireworks, honestly. Go on the other side of the street. Maybe.
No, they got a couple of people here.
Holy shit.
Oh, oh. Don't push the cop.
What the fuck?
These guys are about to get it here, man. And all these cops out here with no masks. I mean, 2 captains, no mask. COVID is still a freaking issue here. COVID is still a big issue, guys.
Where'd you go?
They come out to protect the fucking liquor store? Is that what they do?
Welcome to the stream, Joseph Nagy. Rofist. Smash that like button, guys. Let me know you're liking the interactions. Let me know you're liking the stream, man.
It's like a bunch of police right here.
I usually read the comments. I'm not gonna read that one. Joseph, like and subscribe, share. Smash that share button, buddy.
Wait, they arrested officer that killed Jonathan Price? Is that true? I don't think that's true. I wish. But they did? They arrested him? Charged with murder? Ah, you guys are trolling.
I know, exactly. It's fine, dude. It must...
That's pretty much what I've seen in IPAM.
Oh, they're running again. This is going on in Seattle, guys. This is Chop right here. Oh wow, that Deborah says the coyotes have all the local dogs in an uproar. Wow, that must be a really good sight to feel, man. That must just be a awesome thing to be going through right now, guys. If you don't know, Deborah is actually in a tent in the Adirondacks, camping out right now. She is badass. Deborah, big ups to you. Bro fist, cause you are badass.
Sounds like cheeseburgers over here.
And I'm going to be doing a stream, hopefully out of my tent. Well, if the Wi-Fi gets all the way over there to my backyard. Okay, so they just took this lady. They got this lady here.
No charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be
No, don't get creeped out. No, that's just nature. That must be awesome.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic.
It is a little creepy though. I mean, when you're out in the woods like that. Are you by yourself? I hope not.
If you do so voluntarily, no charges.
I hope you're husband, boyfriend, something, you know.
Utilize the sidewalk. You will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department.
Well, just know, I don't know if you know, you must know, if you're a badass in the woods already. But, you know, when there's a lot of, when animals hear humans talking, screaming, singing, loud noises at night, they actually run away from that. So you might want to make some noises and be like, hey, you know, get the fuck out or whatnot. They will run away. That's awesome. Deborah, you're a badass.
You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway.
Yeah, that works too. Have the volume up on your phone. Yes, most definitely. They will hear that. They will run away.
You will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic.
Is this lady twerking? Yeah. So not badass. She wish she was like Deborah, man.
To utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available.
Jonathan Price from Texas got killed yesterday.
In the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to.
But apparently people on my stream have said they arrested the killer cop, which is surprising.
Yeah, Guantanamera says that's tight that my lady hates the sticks. Yeah, my wife too, man. My wife hates going camping. She hates doing the outdoor thing, and it's like, it's so hard to get her to the outdoors, you know. When I go camping, I got to do it by myself.
I don't know.
You know?
Maybe in Dallas, like, there were like more bigger protests.
That's right. 357 takes care of them coyotes real quick.
We started on Fulton Street, like by North.
Even 9mm, which I don't trust too much, guys. I'll tell you the truth. I do not own any 9mm. I don't trust them.
So they held down the police station.
I trust 40, 45.
Came here. Pretty much. There was, like, this is like less than half the crowd. There was another crowd that split up at Washington Square Park right here. So I don't know what happened with them. They went to the west side. And I was just trying to go home, and then I saw all these people getting fucking arrested. So, yeah, like, it should have ended like an hour ago. Like, this is all extra NYPD trying to get extra arrested.
Wow,
Yeah,
there's
Jordan
tons of cops now.
You can use whatever you want, but are you in this chat?
Tons of cops, dude.
Yeah, you can take it all, man. Or whatever the address is. Who is moving back? Is that the fucking bike cop saying that? That's pretty organized. Yeah, what did you get a screenshot of? Who is moving back? Is that the fucking bike cop saying that? Nothing saying the cop was arrested. Those dudes were trolling my chat. Motherfuckers. Okay, maybe he didn't get arrested. Maybe people lied to me. Did you get a screenshot? It happens. Fucking internet. Nothing saying the cop But yeah, that's
was
more
arrested.
believable.
Those dudes were trolling my chat.
Like, they don't fucking arrest each other.
Maybe people lied to me.
You see what I'm saying? Guantanamera says no lie. My Glock 19, 9mm, barely stunned a dying bull. Is that the emoji of a bull? Oh, wow. Deborah says, I'm by myself. Sorta. Hubby had to work. My teen is inside the camp building. She doesn't like tents. Okay, well, at least she's close by and she's a little more secure than you. But Joseph says that one yelling is the one that was yelling at cops. Correct. She was the one that was yelling at the cops. She was all up in the face. Earlier in the stream, you could see it. She was yelling at another black, I think, female cop. Back to the 9mm question, guys. 9mm. I don't know why that round is so.
This is when I'm supposed to lock my bike up, so I can just like roam
famous.
freely.
Because to me, it's just the hype. You know, if I'm gonna get I never owned a Glock before, and it's because of the same reason. Because first of all, I like my 40s, you know, and for a long time, I never liked Glocks because I always believed that it was just the hype, you know. It's not until recently that I actually, you know, started saying that, you know, that they have withstand the test of time. You know, they're really reliable guns, regardless of what. But if I'm gonna use a Glock, I'm gonna use a 23. If I'm gonna buy a Glock, I'm definitely buying a 23 or a 45.
Don't beat me. Ouch.
You know, the 23 is 40 caliber. And the Glock 45 is actually a 45 caliber. And the 45 was actually made with the intention of people like me who like 1911s. This is my trusty handy dandy. 8 shots, but all I need is 1. You know?
Jail support for the comrades.
Wow. If I have 15, 17 shots of 9mm, I have to waste 10.
5 people in cuffs right now. So maybe 7 that I've seen.
And they're still yelling at the cops.
Vicky, he's got you. Yeah.
They're putting a bunch of people in the paddy wagon.
Well, they told us that we're not allowed to stand on the road. I'll go over there, but give you a quick little view. What's going on over here? Well, they told us that this has been declared an unlawful assembly.
There's probably a bunch of other streams going on right now. A bunch of other angles, but I just can't seem to find them. I don't know. I think I gotta reset my search settings or something like that. But I'm not finding the streams.
This is the New York City Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful assembly. If you do not disperse, you may be placed under arrest.
I'll do it over here. No, you're being
This is the New York City Police Department. This is the New York City Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful assembly. If you do not disperse, you will be placed under arrest.
I'm homeless, man. I ain't got nowhere else to go, man.
This is the New York City Police Department. This is the New York City Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful assembly.
It's popping off, man. It's popping off in New York City right now. Guys, I tell you, if I don't have no problem going down there, but the problem with me is that I cannot stream on my mobile. If I was able to stream on my mobile device, I probably would be down there.
I literally, like, I had 2 shots fly by me last night on Waverly. They didn't do a fucking thing. They never even came. Yo, thank you. God bless.
Destroy the toilet. So that nobody else can use it.
All cops are bastards. Don't beat me out.
You're fucking violent as fuck on this left corner over here. I don't know what's going on over here. But I think this is where all the violence is at. Violent as fuck on this left corner.
Go home. You ruined everything.
But I think this is where all the
All you do is fuck shit up. Quit your fucking job. Get a real job.
Yeah, they're fucking dragging that person over there. What the fuck?
Not even looters. They're just doing damage, thousands of dollars of damage on a big building in the city. And I'm running. Because the police are starting to get you. They're starting to. Thanks, asshole. Challenging the police.
Alright, so this is happening in Los Angeles right now.
That suicidal.
That's LA, guys.
Not even looters. They're just doing damage, thousands and thousands of dollars of damage on a new building in the city. And I'm not. No, I'm not. Because the police are starting to get. They're starting to. Right. Yes, absolutely. Challenging the police. in Wolf City, Texas.
Thank you, Guantanamera. I appreciate the support, brother. The emails, the intel, everything, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
When the police showed up and ended up killing him,
I'm humbled to have
a good innocent bystander.
such good followers in such a little bit amount of time. And I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again because there's a bunch of other people new in here. Please stick with me while I build up my library. You're not gonna regret it, guys. You're not gonna regret it. There's a lot of knowledge that I want to pass on to you guys.
Are you protesting or?
Seriously, like this is what every like I say, like I'm gonna sound like a broken record every time I'm out. You're gonna see this.
Bunch of kids dressed in black bloc run around, breaking the city at this point. But the police are starting to get a little upset.
Yeah, because they feel like it's bullshit. They feel like what's going on. Like it's just a few of y'all. Like we're not gonna play. Like they can take these kids down. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wolf City, Texas. They could, but they haven't. He was killed on Sunday, I think. The Armenian.
You can't mess that up.
No, that was like.
Back to NYC. Because I'm not from the West Coast, so. To all my East Coast people. Look at this, prepare. Especially those of you in the city, man. I mean, if you're in the city and you have the opportunity to get out the city, I don't know why you haven't done it. Seriously.
They had a chance to stop them in front of the main police building downtown.
They didn't want to do it there.
But they didn't want to. They let them.
You don't want to do it in front of your house.
Well.
Down the street.
And it's like I was saying the other day on my video, every situation has a beginning and an end. A hurricane, beginning and end. Earthquake, beginning and end. Crisis, beginning and end. War, beginning and end. Everything has a beginning and end. We're born, we grow up, we die. Beginning and end. This is not to fearmonger, or this is to open our eyes to see what's happening in the world so we can prepare. We need to be able to make primitive fire. We need to be able to hunt, fish. We need to be able to be more independent from the system. And basically in the city you cannot. What do you think is gonna happen when all these people go hungry? If the shortages come back and there's no food
Why? What did I do wrong?
for weeks or months,
What did I do wrong?
what are we gonna do? What are those people gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. You know, I got my preps in place, but my preps are a
You don't
buffer.
support this shit, huh?
So if I have 6-8 months
You don't support this shit.
of food for me and my family,
Any normal person
I'm good
supports this
because that gives me a buffer so I
Like, you
could
guys don't
figure
have
out
problems to solve?
how to grow, how to, I mean, not figure it out, but you know, it gives me the time for me to actually be able to farm something, grow some vegetables, grow some potatoes, do something, you know. But if I'm not prepared, and if I don't have food stacked up, and if I don't have no survival skills, if I don't know how to fish or hunt, how am I gonna get food? How am I gonna find food? How am I gonna fish it? How am I gonna gather it if I can't even recognize it? You see where I'm going, guys? It's not just about stocking up food. It's about filling your mind up with knowledge,
And I asked him how he feels about this. And
with
he's like,
primitive
it is what it
skills,
is, in his
you
Trump
know?
voice.
Because all this technology might just be gone one day.
Fucking idiot orange man.
You know, it might be a far-fetched idea that we will one day live in a Mad Max scenario or a Book of Eli scenario. But at this point in time, that far-fetched idea is looking more realistic every fucking
Just
day.
said it is what it is. I asked if he supported this, and it's like, obviously.
And this is why we
normal
need to
people aren't
prepare.
into this shit. Like, you gotta have brain damage.
Do you think that
to fucking get off on this, man?
if these people go hungry, they're not gonna
No
start
offense to people with brain damage,
going up to the
but
country,
This is wrong.
start trying to hit up the farms,
It is what it is. I asked
start
him,
trying
just,
to
like,
hit up the
shining
woods,
lights in random people's
you
windows
know?
over here? What the fuck are they
The
doing now?
idea of running into the woods and fish and hunt and gather. No, I have not. What I have seen, Juan, is Alone. Is it Alone? I think is the name of the show. I think it's called Alone. And I've seen a couple of survival shows, you know,
Yeah, you can use everything, Jordan.
Bear Grylls and stuff like that. You know, you do learn a lot of stuff from it. Like these two guys, Cody Landine
I need to
and
step my game up too.
and the other guy, I forgot his name. Those guys
So
are
you're
the
welcome to
truth.
do it.
You know,
You found
I
anything
mean,
in here
maybe
valuable?
everything is staged up, but the way they adapt and overcome. This is what it's about. Adapt and overcome, you know? You need to be able to work with what you got.
Presence up a little bit.
And if you don't got much, and you don't have the knowledge or the skills or even a slightest idea of what to do, how do you think you're gonna survive?
Yo, they're coming out.
Do you even know how to keep yourself warm without a fire? Do you even know how to make a fire? What's gonna happen when your big lighter runs out? You know?
I don't even know what he did.
Wow. 100 Days Wild.
And, I mean,
Okay,
isn't that
I will
illegal?
peep it, man.
Just like
Definitely
walking
will
your
check
house.
that out, bro.
Car will get impounded.
What the fuck?
I will definitely check that out, Juan. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I'm okay with the VODs deleting because, you know, like,
You know, it's also it's good, yes, to have
the man ever wanted to use my evidence, my footage against protesters, like, it would auto-delete.
Deborah says, I'd love to get this place off grid. Yeah, me too.
think I could
I wanted to
copyright
be
the
off
man,
grid when
right?
I
If
bought
they
my
try to use
property.
my evidence against me,
But
like,
my wife wouldn't allow it,
maybe,
so
like,
I had to
stealing
compromise.
my footage
But luckily I did
past those 2 weeks.
But luckily I did a good, pretty good, well, between both of us, because I can't take all the credit either. But between both of us, we did a pretty good research, and and came up with this area, and this area just happened to be one of the best areas we could have moved to. You know, there's very low population density. My town is less than 1,000 people. My community is awesome. You know, my neighbors, they're awesome. They're there anytime I need them for help. You know?
They're taking their sweet time to arrest these people, though.
They've been there for years. Since I moved in, they've been there. They offered their help. Most of my community are LEOs or retired LEOs or people in construction like me. So there is a lot of good in my community, and we are willing to lay our lives down to protect that. You know, our church, we could walk to the church. You know, it's just beautiful. You know, like I was just thinking the other day, because my friends they really want me to move down to Florida, and I actually went down there to check it out. Had a couple of meetings that did not really go very well, but my friends, they are like, you know, you need to move down here. This is where it's at. Fuck New York and blah blah blah. And you know, truth be told, I would not move down to Florida. You know.
I think if anyone's watching, they think they said they're going to the 6th
First of all,
I'm not 100% sure about that. What if anyone's gonna do jail support?
The height, you know, the terrain. I don't like the terrain. I do not like the terrain in Florida. It's too flat. There's no mountains
That's the one next
at
to
all.
Washington Square Park. That's where
It's just a few feet above sea level, which any tsunami could take over and just, you know, leave the whole state underwater. There's too many swamps. Everywhere you look, there's a lake. It's just too much, you know, and the population density is like, oh my God, and there's so many New Yorkers down there. And they all like city slickers, you know, they're all New Yorkers, you know. Where I'm at, and when I came back, I was actually telling my wife, because she said, please don't tell me you want to move down to Florida now. Because I have mentioned it and I have thought about it. I never been down there. So I did want to. Exactly, yes. To wait, Armageddon Prepper says too many sinkholes. Yes, everywhere you look, there's a lake. And it's basically a natural lake, because there's so many freaking holes in the freaking terrain that, you know, so much water is like. I spent 2 weeks out there, and a week and a half I spent it inside or under the rain. I don't like it. I mean, it was great spending time with my friends and all of that, but I did not like it. I did not like it at all. Oh, this was earlier, guys. Earlier in LA. Looting, rioting. There it is.
3rd and Broadway right now in downtown.
There it is, guys. You know, and a lot of this stuff is still happening everywhere, even in the city. But people are not seeing it because even the streamers are scared to film this stuff, because a lot of them have gotten bashed and fucked up. They've gotten jumped by the rioters for just filming. You know, and cops are not gonna go out to defend them. They're not gonna go out to the middle of the street, to the middle of the turmoil, and defend innocent people just because they decide they want to film rioters engaging in crime activity, you know? And I completely understand that. But a lot of this stuff is happening, and it's still happening every single day. You know, you go down to Manhattan, half of these businesses are boarded up, you know?
Yeah, no, it's, yeah.
So back to the Florida topic. Yeah, it's just, I really didn't like it. I liked that I was very close to my culture. Like, I mean, like I felt like I was just in Puerto Rico, literally, you know. The food, oh my God, the food, the Chinese, the Puerto Rican style Chinese food, I haven't had since I was a little kid. I was in love with it. I was eating it every day. I tried every single thing they had in the menu, you know. Again, I felt like I was just in Puerto Rico. At the same time, every time I looked around or I went in the highway, I didn't see no mountains, I didn't see anything, and it was just like, too much traffic. Everybody lives in complex, in apartments, you know, property is hard to find, especially close to where a job would be or something like that. It's not for me. It's not for my family.
Very nice Mercedes wagon.
I stay where I'm at.
Nobody touched.
I definitely stay where I'm at.
Solidarity
I know it's a suburb,
to the movement.
but my community are all really great people, and I have no complaints about them. And they have helped us so much because we're here by ourselves. I don't have no family at all. Not upstate, you know. My closest family right now in New York will be in Long Island, and I hardly speak to them. My other family is back in Tennessee and Virginia, Kentucky, you know, those states down there like that, down south. And the rest of my family is in Puerto Rico.
And, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
So basically we're here by ourselves, and we rely, our backbone is really our neighbors and each other, me and my wife. If me and my wife cannot make it happen, nobody's gonna make it happen for us.
What, like they were shooting? Like literally popped off?
Exactly, you know, just to know, Deborah says lived in Savannah, Georgia, for a while. I hope it's Savannah, Georgia. I miss the mountains and the seasons. Exactly. Again, in New York and the seasons is starting. You know, I look outside, I see the leaves falling, the trees turning yellow and red, and you know, it's just so beautiful going through the seasons. You know, I know it gets cold, but I could handle that, and nothing that a fire can,
get stabbed out here, so I
you know,
get stabbed either.
fix. Yeah, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. I passed through there on my way up, on my way back up to New York. Pretty place, really pretty place.
Did Flutterinator get any good footage out there? Yeah.
But again, I don't think that I could go and just make the move right now, and especially right now is certainly not the time to be making any major moves, you know, unless you are really trying to leave the city or the cities, not only New York City, but Chicago, LA, you know, all the cities with rioting and looting going on. Nashville, Tennessee is going crazy. Where else? Minneapolis is burned down to the ground, literally. Oh, please, Deborah, yeah, grab my email and send me the trail camp pics. And, you know, I will post them. But I will wait for you to be in a stream, and then I'm gonna, and then I'll post them so you could all look at them together, and you could explain, you know, what you saw, what time, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
I mean, if that's
Guantanamera
true,
is gonna crash
that
for
statement
work.
doesn't mean anything.
Rare.
Even if that was true.
Rare.
There's probably millions of fucking assholes in the world. That doesn't.
But good
make
night,
you-
preppers from Tucson, Arizona, Guantanamera. Bro fist, man. Mad love to you, brother. Thank you for the
Millions of
support, man.
rapists in the world also. Like,
Exactly, Deborah. The cities are no place to be, you know? And I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, I'm good in the city, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen to me here, you know, I'm back to like my old self, you know, back to I was when I was in the 80s or whatnot, you know, maybe
if we had,
with the hypersensitivity, you
stronger
know,
education
which
system.
should always be there, you know, because when you live in the city, you always got those senses hyped up. And I could testify to that, you know. You're
Because
always
that's what I you know,
looking
the
around,
common theme
seeing the movement,
with people
seeing what's
that,
up. But guess what?
hate
That
on
never left.
protesters is
That
they're
that
kind of
really never.
uneducated people.
That I've always been like that anyway,
I'm an
whether I lived in the city or
uneducated
not.
person
I've
too,
always
but
been like that. I've always
not
been very aware of my surroundings, and I've always
that
been
oblivious.
very knowledgeable, and I've always thought of like, you know, maybe this is
I
a
don't
little
know,
bit
it's not just
extreme,
education, you
but
have to
I've
have
always
compassion
thought
too, but
of
it's
like when I go to a place,
to have
you know, the
compassion,
first
you
thing
have
I
to
look
have a
for
little
is
bit of education.
everybody in there, are they printing? May they be carrying?
Why
Do they
would you
look
care
like they
about
have
other
mental
people?
illnesses?
Like, that's a good
Do they
you
look
care
like
about
they're
other
up to
people
no
because
good
you want other people to
or
care
trying
about
to
you.
plot on something?
You know?
You know, what are
And so
my
that's the answer to that question. So I guess,
emergency
like,
exits? Am I close to them? Is it going
you
to
don't
take
want
me a
anyone to
long
care
time
about
in
you,
case something happens
don't get
or
involved.
a fight or a shootout breaks out? You know, is my son going to be safe? Is my son is my son actually sitting on a safe position right now in case anything was to happen? I could just grab him and go. You know, I think about all these things everywhere I go. You know, this doesn't leave my mind. You know, I've always had that 80s mentality and that awareness of my surroundings. You know, that's just how I grew up, because I grew up during the 80s and 90s turf wars of Puerto Rico, you know, where, I mean, we had plans, literally. We had plans. If we went somewhere, you know, we already had a plan where we were going to meet in case anything happened.
It's a nice bike though. Yeah,
you know, and we already had a planned route where we're going to access that meeting place, you know, and it happened. Yes, that is the biggest worry, Deborah, the kids. I mean, like, anything happened to my son, I'll freaking die, you know, I'll freaking die. That's a hill I die on, you know. I remember one time I was in a Patronales. Patronales is, you know, like a fair, you know, like the county fair. And this was in a different town. This was in a whole other town, probably about 25, 30 minutes away from my town.
I've
you know?
seen the Japan
And,
crime rate, and I mean,
we went to see, who was it that was singing?
Like,
it was Luis Miguel,
Japan, you need to have a college
salsa
education
singer
and
back from
way
the
more
80s.
training.
And no, not Luis Enrique.
Like 2
there you go,
years of
Luis
training,
Enrique.
I think,
That was a
top of a
salsa
4-year
singer
education?
back from the 80s.
6 years.
And as he's
Literally,
singing,
that's
a
pretty much
shootout
a
broke out
doctor, isn't
right
it?
next to us.
I don't know if those are
I was
exact
about
numbers, but
8, 9 years old.
I think.
But guess what? We
it's
had a
way
plan.
higher training
We grew up
and
this way.
education
This is
requires
why
that.
I'm telling you guys. I was a prepper since before I even knew it. I was a prepper since before the term was invented, you know. And I don't want to brag about it. I just want to let you guys know that, so you guys realize the vast knowledge that I'm trying to share with you, you know. And so you guys could give me the time a day and stick with me while I build up this library just for you guys, you know. So the shootout breaks out, everybody starts running their own way. I get separated from my mom, I get separated from my sister. My pops was nowhere to be found because he didn't want to go that way. And it was plain daylight. It was like about 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon when this happened, you know. But guess what? We already had a plan. We had a plan, and we always did. So I ran my way, I ran for cover, I waited for the shootout to be over, and I ran to my meeting position, you know? Simple as that. When I got to the car, everybody was already there. We got on the car, we left. If we did not have a plan at 8 years old, what do you think would have happened to me? At 8 years old, if my parents would have not drilled that plan into my head. You know? Think about it. And this is the same plan that I drill into my son's head. Whenever we go somewhere, if you ever get separated, please remember where the car is at. We will meet at this car. You know? If anything happens, you know, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We always have these are all preps, believe it or not. You know, you're being prepared for a situation that you don't know if it's gonna happen or not. You know, it could have just been a fight, and my mom would have grabbed me, walked away, and that was it, the end of it. But just like that day, it could have been a shootout, and it was a big shootout. You know, because in Puerto Rico, it's not like here that you know, they bust 3 shots and that's it.
Need a new rule book.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally shootouts for 20 minutes until they finish.
Training people.
And then some. Because once they got you in the floor, they're going to go and make sure that they got you. So
Training for other things.
They call it erasing faces. You know, that's how gangsters do in Puerto Rico. They erase faces. So once they got you in the floor, they're gonna get you. They're gonna hit you with 30 or 40 more, at least, to make sure you're gone. To make sure they don't even open the casket, you know? And this is the stuff that I lived through as a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
That people are doing to each other.
So before I even knew it, I was a prepper.
And so that's my problem.
You know, and this is why I don't stockpile a lot of stuff. I stockpile food for about, you know, for me and my family, we have about 6 to 8 months right now of food stocked up, you know, for me and my family only. That's without counting anybody else.
Right ahead of me.
But then again, that is my buffer, you know, and I'm ready to defend this castle, and my wife is ready to defend this castle,
go over to the
if
jail
need
and,
be,
you know, hang out
to the death, you know, because we're not moving from here, and ain't nobody making us move from here either.
Dab it up, you know.
So guys, be ready of that, you know, talk to your kids. I know it sounds like fear-mongering. I know it sounds like it, you know, but I'm not trying to make you fear-monger. I'd rather you drill a little bit of fear into your kid so he could keep his senses heightened and know what to do than be stuck with the pants down and don't know what to do or where to meet if you separate from each other, especially in a situation like this. You know, what do you think is going to happen to a little kid if he gets separated from mom or dad in a crowd like this? They probably going to grab him. Somebody's probably going to grab him and sell him on the black market, or probably prostitute him or her. You know, God forbid, man. Like, you know, I know these thoughts are kind of disturbing. They are. But at the same time, we got to think about all of this stuff. We have to. We just have to. You know, I mean, nothing is out of, at this point, nothing is out of reach. You know, and again, I want to thank everybody, and I want to leave you guys with that thought. I want to leave you guys with that thought so you guys can think about this and analyze it and meditate on it. And realize that, you know, that that prepping is not just stockpiling shit. That prepping doesn't guarantee us survival during SHTF.
I believe in rehabilitation.
Prepping guarantees none of that. What guarantees that is our skill, our mindset. We need to be ready, mentally tough, in order to be able to withstand whatever is thrown our way. You know what I'm saying, guys? With that thought, I'm going to leave you guys because I really have to go to sleep. And I'm sorry I'm cutting you guys early. Wait.
My humanity.
Okay, I thought they were jumping out or doing something. Again, with that thought, I leave you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Wait for, you know, stick around while I build this library. Again, I'm gonna have that watch party on Twitch. The channel is upstate_prepper. I'm trying to change it to just upstate prepper like this one.
Like a jail?
And I'm gonna be in Twitch doing a watch party, and we're gonna do it however you guys want it. You know, if you guys wanna pause the movie and have a
left
little
your own
chat
property and
and
house
criticize
and
the
you wouldn't want it
scenes,
destroyed. Okay.
fine.
Folks that
If
are
you
gonna
guys
destroy your
want
house,
to do it
that
at all the
sounds
way
fun.
at the end of the movie, fine. If you guys want me to talk throughout the movie, fine. If you guys don't want me to do that, fine. I just want to watch a couple of prepping movies
not
with you,
drug rehab, like
maybe even do a few TV
rehabilitation,
shows,
like the idea
and
of
watch them all
prisons,
together and chat
in the justice
and talk
system
about it.
is
You
you
know,
do a crime,
there's a
and
lot
they
of
send
stuff
you
out there
to
that is in movies that
jail
people don't know that
for punishment,
is for real, that can be
and
done
that
for real.
time
You
in
know,
jail is supposed to make you a better person.
a lot of people
You're
don't know how to
supposed
turn
come
salt
back,
water into potable water.
and
You
not
know,
want to do crimes again, right?
I mean, there's just so much stuff that we can learn without having to even spend money. You know what I mean? We don't need to. Who else is on? There we go. We don't need to spend all this money or get out of budget in order to build our preps or anything like that. You know, what we need mostly is skills. Our stockpile and preps, to me, are a buffer that is not going to last forever. What's going to last forever is the skills that you acquire and that you learn and that you master. Like being able to build a shelter, being able to make primitive fire in case, it doesn't have to be SHTF. Maybe you got lost in the woods and all of a sudden the only one Vic lighter that you had, you lost it. It's gone. But now you're also lost in the woods. A few years ago went into the Adirondacks to hunt and they never came back. So Deborah, just be real careful, and I know you know what you're doing, but just as a reminder, again, guys went there to hunt and the place is so vast and so full of wildlife. These guys got they got lost in a snowstorm and they couldn't find the trail back. And guess what? They didn't know how to navigate. If they knew how to navigate, they would have made it out. They would have probably found the trail, but they didn't know how to navigate. They were navigating by just following the trails. And when they woke up in the morning, the snow got covered the trail so much they couldn't find none of the trails. They got lost. And next thing you know, they found them frozen, literally frozen, about a week and a half later. And this was a few years back, but it could happen, and it has happened to them and to many others, and I don't want that to be any of you guys, Skills are the most valuable when it comes to a SHTF scenario. And again, it doesn't have to be a full Mad Max scenario for you to go through a SHTF scenario. I lived about a year and a half, almost 2 years without food. Without water, electricity, or basic necessities. Deborah says family land here. Couple hikers spent a week lost around here. They stumbled out on my grandparents' front steps here. There you go. You see? You see what I'm talking about, guys? Look, Deborah is living fucking proof of this, man. And this is why I keep preaching it, because I don't want to see any of my peoples die, whether I know you or not. It's not right. Just because you don't know how to land nav, or just because you don't know how to make primitive fire to keep yourself warm, or just because you don't know how to put a hook together and fish, Let's learn these things. We don't have to spend money on it. We don't have to be these preppers who spend thousands of dollars on their preps and this and that and the third. You know, I got a $20 hand pump that I could attach to my well and basically get water out of it if my electricity went down, if the grid went down. I got a pool full of water that I could basically clean out and make it potable. You know, I'll disinfect my water from my own pool. And there's no worries about that. I got freaking 20,000 gallons of water there that I could just purify little by little. You know, these are all the things that we need to learn and find out. You know, my bug out bag is a bag that was given to me by one of my buddies when he came back from Afghanistan. I didn't spend no money on it. You know, that's my bug out bag. Military rucksack. My sleeping bags, another one of my buddies gave it to me before he even went to Iraq. He said, here, take that. You know, that's part of my gear. That's the gear that I use. That's the gear that I've had for over 10 years. And that's the gear that to this day, when I go out, that's what I use. Simple. You know, I haven't spent tons of money on preps and stuff like that. You know, my knowledge, that's my prep, you know. So with all of that being said, I know I'm talking too much shit and I do have to go to sleep, guys. So I thank you everybody for being here. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Share, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, hopefully maybe tomorrow night, a little earlier, but I'll be on. Until then, Upstate Prepper is out.